Respect is not demanded. It is communicated through 5 specific signals that a man's appearance sends before he opens his mouth, before he introduces himself, before anyone in the room knows anything about him except what his clothes and his bearing communicate. Most men over 60 dress correctly. Fewer send the specific signals that produce respect. The most powerful respect signal of all 5 is the last one. Do not skip ahead. The respected man after 60 is not the most formally dressed or the most expensively dressed. He is the man whose appearance communicates that he has standards, consistent, visible, applied at every level of dressing from the most formal occasion to the most casual one. These 5 things are not about performing respect or commanding it. They are about communicating it through 5 specific visible signals that every room reads before any words are exchanged. Each one can be confirmed or applied this week. Together they produce the most respected impression available to any man over 60 at any price point. On this channel, classic menswear for men over 60 who want to look sharp without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what works. In this video, 5 things that make men over 60 look more respected. What each signal communicates, why each one works, and how to apply all 5 starting today. The first thing that makes men over 60 look more respected: the correct formality for the occasion. Not the highest formality available, the correct one. Here is what correct formality calibration communicates. The man at the correct formality level for the occasion communicates 2 things simultaneously: that he understands the occasion and that he respected it enough to dress for it deliberately. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The respect signal of correct calibration is most powerful at the casual occasion, where it is least expected, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They calibrate carefully for formal occasions and stop calibrating for casual and smart casual ones, treating the non-formal occasion as a context where deliberate dressing is not required. The calibration at 3 levels: formal occasion, correctly fitted suit or blazer combination; dress shirt, leather shoe; smart casual, correctly fitted blazer, open collar, dark trouser, leather shoe; casual, correctly fitted polo or fine knit, dark chino, quality leather sneaker or loafer. Takeaway: correct formality for the occasion, deliberately calibrated at every occasion from the most formal to the most casual. 2 questions before every occasion, the correct level identified and assembled deliberately. The respect signal communicated before the first word: this man understood what was being asked and dressed for it with intention. And once the formality is correctly calibrated, the second thing addresses the specific element of the appearance that communicates whether the man respects himself, visible at 3 points simultaneously. The second thing addresses whether the man respects himself, visible at 3 simultaneous points before anyone is close enough to speak to him. Thing 2. Respecting himself, visible at 3 points simultaneously. The second thing that makes men over 60 look more respected: the maintained appearance. The collar that is still flat at 6 in the evening because collar stays were inserted before leaving. Here is what the unmaintained appearance communicates in terms of respect. The collar curling by mid-afternoon communicates that the effort paid in the morning was not sustained. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The maintained appearance requires a weekly habit rather than an occasion-specific effort. The collar stays that are always inserted, not just on important occasions. Keep the collar flat at every occasion. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They maintain their appearance for significant occasions and let it slide for everyday ones, without realizing that the respect signal is produced by the consistency of the standard across all occasions, not by its quality on the important ones. The maintenance habits that produce the respected, maintained appearance. Weekly, full shoe polish and leather conditioning. Every wear, collar stays inserted before the shirt goes on. Every wearing, lint brush on the jacket before putting it on. Takeaway. The maintained appearance, collar flat, shoe polished, shirt pressed, jacket brushed, communicates that the man takes care of what he owns and therefore takes care of himself, produced by weekly habits rather than occasion-specific efforts. And once the maintained appearance communicates that the man respects himself, the third thing addresses the specific quality of the physical bearing that makes the entire appearance more respected from the furthest distance. The third thing addresses the physical bearing, the quality that makes the entire appearance more respected from the furthest distance. Visible before the maintained appearance is close enough to read. Thing 3. Physical bearing, furthest distance, before the maintained appearance reads. The third thing that makes men over 60 look more respected, the occupied posture. The specific physical bearing of a man who fully occupies the space he is standing in. Shoulders at their natural width, chest open, head level, weight distributed evenly, stance settled, not a power pose. Here is what the unoccupied posture removes from the respected impression. Shoulders slightly forward, chest slightly compressed, head slightly inclined downward. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The occupied posture is not about standing with military rigidity or performing confidence through an exaggerated stance. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They dress correctly, the maintained appearance, the correct formality calibration, and then stand in their clothes in a way that communicates they are slightly uncertain about occupying the space. The clothes communicate one thing, the occupied posture habit. Before every entrance, 3 seconds, shoulders released downward, chest opened naturally, chin level, weight settled evenly, then enter. The occupied posture beginning the respected impression before the door has fully opened. Takeaway. The occupied posture, shoulders released, chest open, chin level, weight settled, communicates that the man fully occupies the space he is standing in. The first respect signal the room receives, visible from the furthest distance, 3 seconds before every entrance. And once the occupied posture establishes the physical foundation of respect, the fourth thing is the one that communicates the man's standard at the level of detail, the level that the room reads when it is close enough to see what the occupied posture and the maintained appearance are built on. The fourth thing communicates the standard at the level of detail, read when the room is close enough. The detail that confirms what the occupied posture and maintained appearance established from a distance. Thing 4. The detail level. Confirming what distance established. The fourth thing that makes men over 60 look more respected. The consistent leather family. Belt, shoe, and watch strap in the same warm leather family, tan, cognac, warm brown, at every occasion where leather appears. Here is what the consistent leather family communicates specifically at the respect level. The respected man's standard is consistent. It does not vary with the visibility of the element. The shoe is polished because the shoe is always polished. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The consistent leather family is most visible at the specific moments of the social occasion where the man is most closely observed. The handshake, the seated position, the moment the jacket opens as the man reaches, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They invest attention in the most visible elements, the jacket, the shirt, without confirming the leather family at all 3 points before leaving. The consistent leather family confirmation before every occasion, belt, warm leather family confirmed, shoe, warm leather family confirmed, watch strap, warm leather family confirmed, 30 seconds, all 3 in the same warm family. Takeaway. The consistent leather family, belt, shoe, watch strap in the same warm family confirms the respected standard at the detail level, visible at the handshake, the seated position, the moment the jacket opens, 30 seconds before every occasion. And once the consistent leather family confirms the standard at the detail level, the fifth and most powerful respect signal is the one that communicates the man's standard at a level beyond the appearance, the level at which the room reads who the man is rather than how he is dressed. The last signal communicates who the man is at a level beyond the appearance, the room reading the man rather than the clothes, the most powerful respect signal available. Thing 5. Beyond the appearance, who the man is. The fifth and most powerful thing that makes men over 60 look more respected. The economy of words and movement, not silence, not stillness. Here is what the economy of words communicates at the respected level. The man who speaks in every pause of a conversation, who fills silences reflexively, who contributes before his contribution is complete, communicates that he is not fully comfortable allowing the silence to exist. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The economy of movement works the same way as the economy of words. The man who adjusts constantly, jacket, collar, sleeve, glass, phone, communicates that he is managing his presence in the room. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They dress correctly and stand correctly, the occupied posture, the maintained appearance, the consistent leather family, and then fill every silence with words and every pause with movement. The appearance communicates respect, the economy habit. In any conversation, allow the other person to finish completely before responding. In any social setting, do not speak to fill silence. Speak to contribute. In any social setting, do not move reflexively. Move deliberately, every word chosen, every movement purposeful. Picture this: a man over 60 at a smart casual dinner. Correct formality, the blazer and open collar exactly right for the occasion. Maintained appearance, collar flat, shoe polished, jacket fresh. Occupied posture, shoulders settled, chest open, weight distributed, the space fully inhabited. Takeaway: the economy of words and movement, speaking when ready, moving when purposeful, allowing silence and stillness without management, communicates the most powerful respect signal available, the man whose presence is complete without requiring continuous addition, not performed. And once all 5 things are understood, the complete respected impression, and why it is available to every man over 60 at any price point, becomes clear. Here is the complete respected impression when all 5 things are present. Correct formality, the occasion understood and dressed for deliberately, maintained appearance, collar flat, shoe polished, every element cared for, the 5 respect signals and what each communicates. Correct formality, this man understood the occasion, maintained appearance, this man takes care of what he owns. Occupied posture, this man belongs in this space. Consistent leather family, this man's standard extends to the detail level. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The respected impression is produced by consistency, not by quality. A man whose appearance is consistently maintained at a moderate price point is more respected than a man whose expensive appearance is inconsistently maintained. The 1-week implementation. Today, the formality calibration habit started, 2 questions before every occasion. Today, the maintenance habits confirmed, collar stays always, shoe polish weekly, lint brush before every jacket. The respected impression at 3 formality levels: casual, correct polo and chino combination, maintained occupied posture, leather family coherent, economy of presence, smart casual, correct blazer and open collar, maintained occupied posture, leather family confirmed, economy present. The cost of the respected impression. Correct formality, $0. A decision before every occasion. Maintained appearance, 15 minutes per week of established habits. Occupied posture, 3 seconds before every entrance. Takeaway, 5 things. Correct formality for the occasion, the maintained appearance, the occupied posture, the consistent leather family, the economy of words and movement. Here is the final truth about looking more respected after 60. Respect is not produced by the most expensive outfit or the most formal one. Not expensive, consistent, not formal, calibrated, not commanded, communicated through 5 specific signals that every room reads before any words are exchanged. The most respected man in any room is the man whose standard is most consistently visible. 5 things. Every occasion. From today. Which of these 5 things are you applying first? Drop it in the comments. The one that most surprises men, the one they never expected to be a respect signal, is almost always the 5th. The economy of words and movement. What was yours? Subscribe for straight, practical style advice for men who value confidence over trends. Next video, 5 things that make men over 60 look more elegant.